Hello, everyone. This is DeAndres Johnson, Andy Mack, and Danny Smith in simulation, and we are doing our simulation project over a dental office in Port Arthur, Texas, called Gulfside Dental. There you go. All right. Here's a little background on it. The objective of our project is to improve the efficiency of scheduling patients at Gulfside Dental in order to improve the workflow. Basically, they're sometimes scheduled too many patients at a time. Sometimes they're scheduled too little patients at a time, and consequently the patients have a long appointment time, and the dentists are kind of overwhelmed with too many patients at a time. So our objective is to kind of streamline the workflow and have a steady state, consistent workflow, and improve the output at the end of the day. Within the Arena software, you have entities and you have resources. For our project, entity would be the individual patients, and the resources would be the employees, for example, the dentist, the hygienist, and the receptionist. Within our model, we have some constraints on the amount of resources we have. We have 2 dentists available, 3 hygienists available, and 2 receptionists available to provide services. And the types of services or procedures or processes would be the teeth cleanings, the tooth fillings, root canal, and teeth whitening. They do offer additional services, but these are the 4 most common services. And for simplicity's sake, we are only doing those procedures within our model. Some additional constraints within our model would be the dentists are not required for the teeth cleanings or the teeth whitening services. Only the dental hygienists need to be there for those 2 services. But the hygienists also need to be available for the other 2 services as well. Some additional parameters would be the operating hours of Gulfside Dental, which would be 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. So within the model, the replication hours would only be a 9-hour day out of the 24-hour day. We made the appointments to be by the quarter hour, and so four quarter hours within an hour times 9 hours during the workday gives us 36 slots for each working day.
So the flow chart of the system, this is a basic one right here. The customer will arrive, then they'll go to check-in counter where the receptionist is going to be at. Then they will go to the waiting room. After the waiting room, when there's a room available or a hygienist available, they just retake them to either the teeth whitening or cleaning area or the dentist station where the other 2 services are offered. And then once they're done with their processes, they'll go to the checkout where they see the receptionist again. And once they pay the money or reschedule a new appointment, the customer leaves the system. In our simulation, the process times for the teeth cleaning will be 30 minutes to 1 hour. The tooth filling will be 20 minutes to 1 hour. Root canal will be 1.5 hours. And then teeth whitening will be 20 minutes or 40 minutes, depending on which service they want for whitening. Then we have our lunch schedules where they're all staggered. The dentist 1 will take their first schedule at 60 minutes starting at 12 p.m. Dentist 2 will have also 60 minutes starting at 1 p.m. when dentist 1 comes back. And the hygienist will have their lunch break starting at 12 p.m. for 30 minutes. Hygienist 2 at 12:30 p.m. for 30 minutes. And the third hygienist will be at 1 p.m. for 30 minutes. And the receptionist also gets 30 minutes lunch breaks, which will also start at 12 p.m. for the first receptionist and 12:30 p.m. for the second receptionist.
And now we have our simulation model. As you can see, we separated the types of customers coming in from the 4 different procedures that they might have, starting with the teeth cleaning, the root canal procedure, the filling procedure, and the teeth whitening procedure. Next, we what we do is we assign them different procedure times because it takes different times for those different procedures to occur. And they go through the check-in process, and then they have a route to the waiting room where there's a waiting delay. And from there, they're separated off whether to go into the dentist procedure or to the teeth cleaning and whitening procedure. They're separated like that because the teeth whitening and cleaning procedure, as mentioned earlier, is performed by the they're performed by the hygienist, and the dentist procedure is performed by the two dentists. So we separated those, and they still have the procedure times assigned to them in the beginning. So that's already taken care of. After they have their procedure, if you go to the dentist, there's a you start off with the hygienist in the first procedure where they come up and do their checkup, and then after you finish the process with the dentist, you then again go back to the hygienist. So it's three hygienists working at three different processes. And after you finish your procedure, whether it be with the dentist or with the hygienist, you route back to the checkout station where you then perform a checkout by one of the receptionists, and then you leave the system. Here's our animation showing that there are two receptionists at check-in, and once you complete the check-in process, it goes into the different process, and these are the animations showing these processes. Here we have our OpQuest simulation showing that the if you are to add one receptionist, not one receptionist, damn.
You're going.
Hygienist.
Yes, as mentioned, you get after we added one hygienist and one dentist to see if that maybe it can cause a more efficient process. And as you can see in the graph in front of you, it took the number out for fillings, which is caused by the dentist, from 11 to 27 throughout the process, so it more than doubled. This shows the utilization of each resource from the original model. And as you can see, the dentists and hygienists are being utilized to almost a maximum potential, and while the receptionists are not. So we didn't feel the need to add another receptionist. In conclusion, we felt that adding hygienists and dentists will make the system more efficient. The number out for the entities more than doubled, and the dentist procedure queue line shortens greatly with the new model. So as a whole, the experiment went great, and we feel that everything worked out for the best. And thank you. That'll be all.